Morning everyone, welcome to Ainsley News. It's Tuesday, the 5th of April. It's Tuesday, so we're talking crypto. Today, not today, but very recently, the 19th million BTC has been mined. How far have we come? As the 19th millionth Bitcoin is mined, several large public buyers have sparked renewed interest in Bitcoin as pristine collateral. Shrimps and whales are leading widespread coin accumulation, alongside the Lunar Foundation Guard, who added over 21,000 BTC to their balance in 9 days. It's been an eventful week in the Bitcoin market with an uptick in large public buys such as MicroStrategy and the Lunar Foundation Guard announcing or completing significant Bitcoin purchases. With Bitcoin having a deterministic supply schedule and ultimate supply hard cap, these events represent yet another step towards Bitcoin being perceived by the market as a form of pristine collateral. The perception and utilization of Bitcoin as a form of financial collateral has been a steadily growing trend and continues to expand out into new applications and use cases. The Lunar Foundation Guard, or LFG, was a dominant buy throughout last week, with the ultimate intention to use accumulated BTC as a backstop for the UST algorithmic stablecoin. In addition, inflows into wrapped WBTC, Canadian ETFs, and general investor accumulation on-chain has been historically strong, especially following the local price lows set around the 2022 January. The following factors are significant drivers of the market presently. Exchanges continue to see significant net coin outflows, with aggregate exchange balances hitting multi-year lows. BTC is flowing out of exchanges at a rate of over 96,000 BTC per month, signaling historically strong accumulation is taking place. Accumulation is being driven by shrimps, that is less than 1 BTC, and whales, or more than 1 BTC, both of whom have added significantly to their balances over recent weeks. Large-scale accumulation by the Lunar Foundation Guard has taken place, with an increase of total holdings by 21,163 BTC, or over $1.3 billion worth over the last 9 days. Additionally, the total supply of wrapped Bitcoin on Ethereum, or WBTC, has grown by 12,500 BTC, showing a continuous demand for BTC's collateral and DeFi products. Coins have continued to flow into Canadian Bitcoin ETF products, with total holdings increasing by 6,594 BTC since the 22nd of January. This is a 10.5% growth on coin holdings, despite a plethora of macro and geopolitical risks and also headwinds that are in play. This week, the total Bitcoin supply reached the 19th million coin mined, leaving less than 9.52% of the final 21 million supply left to be mined over the next 118 years. It's been a particularly impressive week for BTC accumulation trends, with both discrete public buyers and wider market adding to their balances. The accumulation trend score tracks the relative on-chain balance change in the market at large. Values closer to 1 indicate that whales or a large proportion of market entities are adding significantly to their balances. This week returned a consistent stream of values upwards of 0.65, which indicates a general trend of accumulation is underway across the board. What's most impressive is the general increase in Bitcoin demand across ETF products available in Canada, despite the plethora of headwinds such as the conflict in Ukraine, commodity price rises and shortages, and tightening monetary conditions. In general, the market appears to be viewing Bitcoin and its role in the future economy with somewhat renewed optimism. This is most clearly reflected in the net trend of outflows from exchanges and into self-assisted custody, like our Ainsley cold storage, a trend that started immediately following the March 2020 liquidity crisis. With the 19th million coin now mined and general accumulation exceeding daily issuance by many multiples, the scarcity and pristine nature of Bitcoin as collateral may well be returning to the foreground once again. Great stuff there for BTC and a lot of altcoins we've noticed as well over the last 2 weeks. If you are interested in purchasing any of our crypto today, jump over to ainsleywealth.com.au. Still after the physical stuff, ainsleyBullion.com.au, and our own crypto built and backed by Ainsley, pegged to that gold and silver price with real gold and silver hidden behind it. Jump over to goldsilverstandard.com to find out more. Enjoy your Tuesday, everyone. We'll catch you tomorrow for more news.